Hey guys, Happy New Year's. So I wanted to keep this video kind of light today. I know some of you have been following my story online with my issues that I've been having with West Ada School District, with my children being denied an education, kicked out of school. I have been trying to assert my religious and my medical beliefs with the laws that support me. I know a lot of you have tuned into some of those videos that I've done. Today for New Year's, I just wanted to kind of keep it kind of light and just talk to you a little bit about what my New Year's resolution is. And it has a lot to do, it's really rooted in what has happened last year and the pandemic and things that I already know to be true about myself. So I can't say that it's a new resolution. It's more of a recommitment to things that I already know to be true to about myself. But I wanted to talk to you about those things because I think that they will help you as well. So when I was thinking about New Year's resolutions, I haven't made very many over the years, or I guess I should say many that I've kept. The last 2 years, though, I've kept some, I made and kept some pretty purposeful resolutions. A couple years ago, I just told myself that I would journal every day and write down things that I was really grateful for. So just try to change my mindset from feeling maybe lack to just gratefulness to everything that the Lord has provided to me. And then last year I decided I was going to every day try to get at least a 5-minute clearing my mind, meditation I guess you could call it, and just clearing my mind and not allowing fear to take a hold of me. And this was last year's New Year's resolution. And those have been really profound resolutions that I've taken on the last couple of years. And this year I was thinking about what I wanted to have a resolution in, and I decided it wasn't really, again, a new resolution, but I wanted to be determined to continue to be resolute. I was thinking about the word resolution and resolute, and when I went to go look at it online, it says online that to be resolute is to be, I got it here, right here, admirably purposeful, determined, and unwavering. Now, a lot of people are unwavering in their beliefs right now, and I just want to say I really feel that anyone has a right to their beliefs, and if they want to wear a mask, that they can. I truly feel that if you do not want to wear one, that you should be able to make that same decision. It's based in law, and it's based in God's law, giving people free will to make their own choices and to choose to do the right thing, or to choose to do what is right for themselves also, that we can't ignore what is right for other people. And some people, it's not right for them to wear a mask. Like I cannot. I have a true disability with a pulmonary embolism, permanent fibrosis, and asthma that was caused by a pulmonary embolism that I had years ago. So I have a true disability, and I've been really shaken by the way people have treated me differently, looked at me differently for wearing a visor and not a mask, and treated my children differently. They also have medical diagnoses and deep beliefs in God, that we need to resign our fear to a virus and just have faith in God. Now, when I was thinking about being resolute, I was applying that to all these different situations that have come up with being treated differently or having to assert my rights in the school district. And I've had a lot of people reach out to me recently and give me stories about, just horror stories about being kicked out of grocery stores, public places that are saying that they are a private business and that they can just deny people their disabilities, and ADA, they can ignore ADA laws and the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And I just want to remind people that even private businesses cannot do that. I want to talk to you a little bit about my experience with the Human Rights Commission. If you've watched any of my videos, you've seen that I've filed a complaint with them. They have been talking to me. I have spoken with them. I'll give you some little bit tidbits on what they have told me, but just want you guys to know that they can't deny you your rights to public places. Now, to me, being resolute is just knowing, guys, that people on the other end of this argument don't always play fair. They're kicking people out of businesses. They are treating people differently that can't wear masks or have religious or political views against them. Now, that's not fair. All we can do, though, to respond is to be resolute and to know that we're right, and to not react with our anger and with our fear and with our judgment back at them for having their beliefs. We have to know, and this is coming from the Human Rights Commission, we have to know that we have this disability or this right to assert that we have an accommodation, which is meant to be the least restrictive. They're supposed to give you the least restrictive means, guys, so that doesn't mean kicking you on curbside and saying that you can't come in to a store like a normal person, or kicking you out of a store, or treating you any differently than any other customer. It does mean that perhaps you, instead of wearing a mask, you wear a visor, and you ask for that. If you assert your rights to ask for an accommodation, and this is coming from the Human Rights Commission, if you say, I have this disability, I have this anxiety, I have this lung issue, I have these religious beliefs, and get it documented, guys, even if it's in a video or a recorded conversation, or if it's in email, ask for your accommodation. Even if it's telling them that maybe you're coming early to their store and giving them a heads up, this is when I will be there, I need an accommodation. If they then deny you your right to an accommodation, guys, that's when they're really breaking the laws. You need to document this. Don't act out of anger. And that is my decision and my resolution this year. And I have been doing that. I have allowed people to have their beliefs, even though it's hard. It's very hard. I do not react out of anger. I try to listen to people. And the other side doesn't always play fair. They don't always lend their ear to listen to your beliefs. They cut you off in the middle of your sentences. They tell you that they're not going to be friends with you on Facebook, or they're not going to be nice to you and even say hi to you in the hallways when you're trying to say hi to them and your colleagues at work. I've had family members dangle their relationships over me, family members, very close family members, or even worse, threaten me in other ways. I've had strangers threaten me bodily harm, or that they are going to call my school district and tattle on me. The other side doesn't always play fair. All I try to do is I try to just trust in the Lord that He is giving me a way. If I just believe that He's making a way for me by allowing everyone else their free will and not giving them judgment, even though that might be what they are giving back to me, I'm going to be resolute to just know the law, assert my rights, be resolute and unwavering, and as it said online, admirably purposeful. I hope that I am admirably purposeful. I hope that I don't get judgment and I don't receive judgment, since that is not what I'm trying to give back to other people. I hope that I can inspire change. I know that if we all act like that and we don't react out of fear or anger, that we can make a big change. And that's what I pray for daily. So I guess just make sure that you know what you want, what a reasonable accommodation is in your eyes, and ask for it, assert it. If they don't give you your reasonable accommodation, that's the time that you need to contact the Human Rights Commission and file a formal complaint. And again, I've done a video on that recently where you can check into that and see how to do that. So I also wanted to let you know that our rally date has been changed. West Ada did change the date for their next meeting. It was going to be on January 7th, but they have canceled that meeting for some reason. I know that they are having some voting that they are doing at the next meeting for the area for a trustee. So we can just pray that they put somebody into that position, that it will be a voice for parents and for teachers and for students and for the community. Also, our new date is January 12th, at 5:30 p.m. If you can come and just rally support for us, share this video out. And again, if you have any questions about how to assert your rights and do it legally so that you can then file a complaint if you are not given accommodations and a reasonable accommodation, you can then at that point file a complaint, and I can help you through that process if you need me to. So just reach out. Thanks for sharing out my videos and checking in with me, guys.